Steve Gamache here with a Chef Knives to Go quick look product video on the Shigefusa Nakiri 165mm maple handled knife. This knife has a core steel of Swedish carbon, and so it is reactive. It's not a stainless. The heat treat rating is approximately 61. Mark estimates. Shigefusa is one of the true old school master blacksmiths, and actually one of Mark's favorite blacksmiths out of Japan. That says a lot, because Mark has knives from a lot of great blacksmiths. So Mark is a big fan of his work. And Shigefusa, he does everything kind of old school, and heat treats by look in a dim light so we can see the color of the blade and so on. So the estimated heat treat rating is about 61. So this is old school blacksmithing here. The construction is an iron reactive cladding over the top of the carbon steel with a Kudauchi black finish, but it's a very smooth finish on this knife. It is not real textured at all, so it's very matte but quite smooth. This whole blade is actually very smooth and extremely nicely done. The weight on this knife is 6.8 ounces, 193 grams, and the blade length is about 162, 6.5 inches almost, 12.3 on the overall length. The spine at the base, and this is a hand-forged knife, of course, is 3.4, but then that tapers down a bit and pretty much tapers down a little bit more and even a little bit more towards the tip. So it's kind of a continuous taper down the knife. The blade height at the base is 52.7. And the handle is one of Isaiah's semi-custom handles. It's an octagonal, kind of a tiger-figured maple with a wenge ferrule. And this is one of the coolest handles I've seen in a long time. And you can probably see in the light how the dimensionality to this handle, it's really got a 3D kind of look to it. And that figuring actually moves around when you move it around in the light. It's really, really cool. So these are some neat handles that they're putting on some of their special knives at Chef Knives to Go. Really cool. Fit and finish is superb right here at the tang handle junction. And the handle circumference is about 3 inches. The fit and finish on this knife is absolutely fabulous. It's a little hard to see because it is a matte finish, but these are beautifully relieved choil, neck area here, and spine. And the fit and finish on this is just beautifully done. The profile on this blade is pretty flat with a gentle kind of sweep throughout the entire blade. Not quite as flat as some Nakiri profiles. And one of the neat things about this blade is the beautifully done convexing into the edge that the sharpener has done. So I don't know if Shigefusa does the sharpening or someone else does, but it's sharpened superbly, and there's a bit of a convexing on both sides. It's pretty much a 50-50, but there's a convexing on both sides that go into a very thin edge, and it goes down to what's called a zero grind. So you can see the edge right there in the light. The grind goes all the way down to the very edge of the edge on both sides, so you don't see like a separate edge bevel shining back at you. If you kind of look here, boom, you're right on that convex. So this goes right down to the edge, and it's got a superb edge on it. This thing's probably an 8 or 9 out of 10. It's got some bite to it. It is sharp as all get out right out of the box. This is just a beautifully crafted blade. So for the money, this is just almost a bargain for the blacksmithing that you're getting, the edge finish, the handle, the fit and finish on this thing. It's a beautiful blade and extremely well worth the money. So there you have a really cool Nakiri. This is the Shigefusa Nakiri 165mm maple handle.